Okay, yeah, all right. Good evening and good morning, and anytime you are watching this video. Okay, so based on what we discuss tonight on dropping a video, tutorial videos, and some other things, anything you know how to do by teaching the members. And so I decided to do this video to show us one or two things. I know some of us already understand this, and some of us don't know much about this on how we can do all these things. So, nevertheless, let's try to watch this video. So, I've tried to put everything together and to just let us to understand some information, some important informations when it comes to using prompting. Prompting now, what I'm going to teach us is navigating the AI tools, how we navigate the AI tools, what are the do and don't of prompting, and what are the important things to note when it comes to prompting. And you could see that majority people used to prompt. Majority people don't know how to get a prompt, that they will be waiting for people to give them prompt before they can do anything. For this, when they see lovely pictures, when they see different things, they will like, okay, where do you get the prompt? Come and give me prompt too. And they will be begging and all those things like that. So those are the things I want to show us how we can do now. And another thing I will be showing us in this video is how we can when we see any design we love, any pictures we love, anything we love, how we can get the prompt using these ChatGPTs. And the what I'm going to be explaining is ChatGPT and using Google Gemini or Perplexity AI. Okay, so the first thing is when we navigate the app. So this is the app, like we know, and we all know majority use it for to ask questions, to brainstorm, and some other things like this. So, but I'm just going to be teaching us some one or two things on what we need to know now, because we are familiar with this app. So I know all this side is to put pictures when we want to put pictures, if to use photo, to to use attachments and all those things like that. Okay, so the do and don't prompting. Now, majority people don't understand the do and don't of prompting. Now, when it comes the do's is you have to be specific. You have to be specific, and you have to add your style. You have to add the type of style, what you want to achieve in that, in whatsoever design or whatsoever things you are prompting AI. In the action word, you don't wait for AI to give you what you don't want, because if you are not specific, if you don't use action word, it's going to give you random thing, and you have to refine and give it details. You have to refine everything you want to do and give AI the details. Then don't. The don't is don't be, don't overload it. Majority we just overload it with jargons, and and it got these tools got confused, whereby it's not going to understand what exactly you want, and that could affect the kind of results you want to get. And always review whatsoever prompt you want to prompt. Always cross check it before you prompt that. Okay, that is the do and don't of when it comes to prompting. And important things to note when it comes to prompting is you have to consider your environment. Your environment is very important. That is, when you want to prompt, the prompt you want to do, what you want to do, is it in the parlor? Is it in the bedroom? Is he, is he outside? Is he in the banquet? Or all those things are what you need to consider. Okay, and where is the design set? Is he this design, is he in the office? Is he on, the object is sitting down, the this thing is, is he playing game, is he smiling, is he, all those things. And another thing I called style is realistics. You have to, there are some keywords that needs to be included when it comes to prompting to get a good result. Such words are what: realistics, hyper realistic, minimal, cinematics, and futuristic, and all these things are what are well linked, and all those things are what gives you perfect result when it comes to prompting. Okay. And another thing is lighting. The natural light, is it cinematic lighting, is it glowing, and all these things are what we need to know. And the resolution as well is also important. Are you using 8K resolution? Are you using 9.6 aspect ratio? Are you using a landscape? Did you want to generate a landscape video? All these things are what needs to be what they are important things to note when it comes to prompting. Okay. So now the first thing I'm going to be showing us, I've explained the do and don't of prompting. Then I've explained important things to note when it comes to prompting. Okay. So now let's say we want to generate an image. We want to generate an image. Okay. We now say, okay, we just go to AI and said, okay, give me image of old man. And the old man, we are not specific. We are going to get a random thing. Okay, for instance, let me go to my Gemini now so that I can show us. Let me go to Gemini, so that we are using Gemini because Gemini is somehow fast, and so let me just say, let's check this now. Give me generate an old man. So this is it now. You could see that I just write generate an old man without, you could see that in this prompt there is no specific specific prompting, is not well detailed. You can see it now. This is the old man I got. Okay, look at the old man I got. Now let me now put the details and say give me old man. Let me say an African old man sitting, let me say sitting inside parlor, wearing uh round neck polo, you know reading newspaper. Let me say reading newspaper. Okay, let me generate the image now. I want to bring out something on this thing. Now we could see the difference. Now you could see the difference. You could see that I come to this. I say it should generate an old man. I never include any details on that. So he randomly give me an old man. He give me old man sitting outside, all those things like that. But this one I could give a little bit, giving him the informations of some certain thing I want in the setting of that pictures, which I give me an old man, African old man sitting inside parlor wearing round neck polo, reading newspaper. You understand? You could see the difference because the more you give him details, the more results you got. The more you give him details, the more results you got. Okay, so I want us to note that. Now that is why when I said the important things to note, I specified on our environment, where the design is set, that is the scene of the design, the environment, the office space, is it suite, is it inside parlor, is it banquet? Do you get that now? So that is that. The more we give him information, the more we get better results. Okay, so now there are some things we need to note when it comes to prompting. When it comes to prompt, I used to tell people that don't just go to the tools you want to generate your image. You just go there and say generate image and all these things. We need to arrange our prompts. I used to tell people that the way I make it professional when it comes to prompting is I will come to ChatGPT first thing when you want to prompt. Always first of all come and get your prompt first. Don't just go and write generate so image and you just write everything. It's not going to be, it's not going to be good. So now you come to this ChatGPT, you say give me a prompt. Now anything you will make sure that for you to get a perfect result, anything you want to generate, is it if it's an image, if it's anything that you want it to be included in that pictures or anything you want to use it for, always get the real information, the real details of that thing. If you want to be inside aeroplane, get the kind of aeroplane you want to get. If it's private jet, if it's if it's yansh, if it's 6,000 kilo yansh size, all those things. If it's white yansh, if it's if it's just a private a small yansh and all those, you need to what to indicate all those things. You need to go and get the details. You can go to Google to get those details. You can get the name of those things so that you can get what perfect results. So you first of all come to this place. You don't just go to this thing and go and prompt to make it professional. You come to this place, you write it in ChatGPT and say, give me a prompt of a young man. Now, always note this young man, young woman, it is very, very important. If you are generating a prompt and or you want to get good results, always include it. You can even include age. You can say, okay, a man of 26, if you don't want to use the real age. But if you want to be specific now, maybe the person is within the age of 28, 9, you can say a young man. So if you go and use adult, you can get an older person and all those things like that. So all those things are what we need to note. So you said, give me a prompt woman, of a young woman flying, let me just say, let me say sitting in a yash, okay, wearing, I've talked about the environment. Now I want to talk about the clothing. Wearing a white material wears up and down. Okay, I've already wearing, I'm just, it's going to help me to arrange it. Wearing wristwatch. Let me just write wash. Oh, wearing wash. I've include the environment, the clothing, and what did I want to have in the scene? Is he sitting owing wine? Is he pressing his phone? What are the things I want her to display? So I have to put the details. If anything I want to get, you have to put in the okay, wearing wash. I know looking at, okay, let me say looking at the atmosphere of the water. Okay, so now I have to put the resolution of that picture. So I will just say resolution, and I want it to be what? To be realistic. So always include this word hyper realistic, realistics, and all those things depending on what you want to get. Now I will say make the image realistics. Okay, realistic in 8K resolution. I'm using 8K resolution now, in well built. This well lit now, it's just about the lighting, to give the pictures the quality of to give the image quality and to make the scene look realistic. The lighting is going to come out as well lit. So that is the reason so now I'm just getting my prompt. I'm not generating the image yet. Okay, so you send it. So after you send it and you wait for the prompt to come out, you can see it now. It's going to arrange properly. So you can see it. A young woman sitting gratefully on a luxurious yacht during a calm sunny day. She is wearing an elegant white pieces outfit made for soft flowering material. A silver watch gleam on her, and if you could see these prompts now, you could see that oh, what is bringing out, I don't like it. Then you need to edit it and adjust it to get your prompt. So everything is well arranged now. So let's go and generate the image. And so I already have my prompts, and we just generate the image. we generate the image. We can also use ChatGPT to achieve it also, but why I'm using this Gemini is because it's very fast. It's very fast. Okay, I don't want to upload any. If you want to upload image, you can upload image. Let me just use any image I have on my phone to do that. Okay, so if I have any girl, okay, let me use this lady. Okay, so then after I've input the pictures, then I put in my prompts, then I can write generate. Because the reason I'm writing generate now is that this thing might be funny sometimes. If you just paste it there and you upload the pictures, it might be giving you the details of the pictures you uploaded, that the picture is in so place. How do you now say it? So you, after you've put in your prompt, you have to write generate now. That is transforming the image with the prompt you give. Did you get that now? So you send it and you wait for the results. So yes, because this one is very fast, that's the reason I am using it. And very fast compared to ChatGPT that takes time. And you can see it now. Can see it sitting on the yash and looking at the atmosphere of the water. So and look at the clothes, and assume I want her hair to wear wig and all those things. You include it. So those are the way you get your these things and all those things. You include the informations. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to show us is how do we get a prompt whenever we see any pictures. So let me show us something. You go to your ChatGPT now again, and maybe you see there are some, maybe you see some images, you see some design, and you are like, I love this design. You couldn't able get the prompt, and maybe the person didn't drop the prompt or anything. So you download the pictures or the flyers or anything. So once you download it, you come to these pictures, you upload it there, and let us get a prompt of something. So after you come to this place, let me see. Okay, which one do I have here? Let me just see. Okay, let's use this one. Okay, so no, should we use this? Okay, wait, let it read. No, let me use this. Oh, this thing is taking me to WhatsApp. Let me look for one picture, and so that we get the prompt. And so okay, trying to look for some pictures. Okay, so let's say I have this now. This one that's, or let's say this. Let's say this now. This one now. I love the pictures, and I was like, wow, how did this person make these pictures and all these things like that. So you just come to this place, you say, give me a prompt. After you upload the picture, say, give me a prompt of, you can say how this okay, you can say how this image was created. Okay, so then you send it. Let's wait for the prompt. Remember that this picture was designed. This picture is a prompting, and though there are some other things that was attached to it from Canva, like the sunning, right, the lighting sun was generated on Canva, because I was the one that designed these pictures. And the other ring light on the edges was generated from Canva. Okay, so you should just look at the prompt there, a realistic portrait of a young woman, lazy, curly hair, and other things. You think, see, she's sitting. This one now is sitting, but on the scene is not sitting. Okay, eye closed peacefully and atmosphere and all these things like that. You can see it. So this is the prompt of that image. So once you put it there, that's what you are going to get. You are going to get this image. So if we see this prompt now and we want to suit it to our own taste, we can now edit it and include whatsoever things we want to include. So that is how to get your prompts. And I believe this is just a short class on how to get a prompt, the do and don'ts, how to navigate uh ChatGPT, and how to what the do and don'ts, the important things of to note when we are prompting and all those things like that. So I believe this class is going to help us towards to navigate and to understand uh, how all these AI tools works and all those things like that. All right, thank you.